Hey guys, what's going on? ZeroArmada here with a map overview for Helodeck, the most hated map in the game. Yay! Okay, so basically I'm just going to go over some basic spots and callouts and areas that you might want to take advantage of while you're playing on Helodeck. First and foremost, we have the second level area. This is a really important area to control regardless of the mode you're playing on, because you ultimately have a viewpoint and advantage point of the entire map from up here. You can literally see pretty much every single nook and cranny from here. You have a good place and a good assortment of areas where you can kind of pick off targets one by one. You also have this little area right here where you can kind of catch people going through this little hallway. And over here, and then you can probably, if you have a nade, you can throw one right there. So there's a lot of cool areas on top of here you can kind of utilize and pick up enemy fire. So that's pretty much top area in a nutshell. Some people like to block it off with barricades over here and at the other doorway. You see turrets sometimes, just mostly people just camping up here, and sometimes you got to be careful, especially over here, you don't get naded from someone, because this is a pretty easy and common spot to nade frequently from people at the lower levels. So that's pretty much top shell. You have a common spawn over here behind the truck sometimes. You usually have people kind of camping out over here, especially snipers like to kind of peek this corner and get a good shot over there at I think I want to call it the beep dom point. So that's a common spot. You have the stairs up here, which you sometimes see some people kind of use, but not really that often. I like to use this spot sometimes. People don't really expect it, and then you can kind of pop off someone's head if they're kind of wall banging or head glitching over here. So that's a good spot. Kind of also have over here, which you don't really see that often, kind of utilizing here. That's kind of a rare spot. I don't really see that many people over up on these green boxes, but that's also something that you can kind of try to work in. And then you can also, let me see if I can get this right. Oh. You can also jump from these gates over here. And you got a little bit of area to kind of maneuver around. So there's a lot of kind of cool, intricate spots. Another common spot's over here behind this gate. Kind of have this gate to work with, and you can kind of jump up on these boxes as well. Some people like to put Blackout over here and hide here as well. And you have some good shots and good entry points over there. Depot side over here. This one's kind of the best to kind of use depot. This is kind of your last resort for getting like health and ammo, because you're pretty much out in the open. There's really no way of kind of making yourself kind of hidden while you're using the depot here. So that's kind of something to use at your own risk if you know that there's like no one over here. If you have like the enemies spawning over there, then you're probably usually safe to get health and ammo. But that's just something to kind of keep in mind. This can sometimes like really backfire on you. So we got that, and then also before I forget, crap, I don't have a nade, but there's also a nade spot where you can actually nade through there and nade through there, and you can basically kind of nade someone over here and over there pretty easily. Might have to kind of revisit this in a different video if I ever do like a nade video or something like that. But this is kind of a cool spot to throw nades at. And then other things, you obviously have this wall bang that people like to use for head glitching. Usually good except for if you have like a sniper over there, and that's sometimes something you don't want to really engage. But this is a pretty good spot. People have, like I said, a hard time trying to nade there. So you're pretty safe sometimes. And then you have over here as well. Another good spot right here for picking up people at the depot. And sometimes as well on the upper area you can kind of utilize this area to kind of pop shot them. Common spawns over here, especially on DM. You see it'll spawn here on DM. And then another good spot for a head glitch right here to kind of pick off people in this little alleyway. And then I don't really like this spot because you're kind of limited in movement. People try to camp out here, but you're kind of like stuck in specs. So then you get the stairs that go up to the second floor over here. Likewise, when you can like head glitch from over here, you can also head glitch from here a little bit. So that's another pretty good spot. Then we have the alleyway here. Some people like to kind of use this as cover, but it's such like a really low level that it's sometimes not really that beneficial to use. I mean, it's kind of like a last resort, but I mean, typically when you peek out over here, pretty much go all out, or you just take pop shots and you peek out, peek back in, peek out, peek back in, and stuff like that. This is kind of a bad spot to kind of expose yourself because you can get fire from both sides. So you gotta really play it safe. And let's see. There's kind of another good spot here if you can kind of deal with the stairs a little bit. But I think that's pretty much it. Helodeck's a pretty simple map, so there's really not much to cover. It's just personal experience and just kind of getting out there and try what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. And thank you for watching as always, guys. Much appreciated.